Hello everyone. Welcome to Mindfully Crocheted. My name is Mara, and today I am doing a special live for World Cancer Day. I want to welcome everybody in that is here today, and thank you so much for coming for this very important awareness day about all kinds of cancers throughout the entire world. I want to say some quick hellos to the people that are already here, and I won't, obviously, because of our constraints on time, be spending a lot of time saying hello and everything, but I will do my best to read the very important comments that I know you guys will be making regarding this topic. And so thank you so much to Samantha for being here, and Paula. Sanita, she said she's leaving her DNA but going to her parents. So thank you for stopping by. If you leave a thumb and you share this out, that would be great. And hello to Nana Michelle. She says, happy birthday to Papa Sanita. And then she says she'll be listening and lurking. And Darcia is here, and Jonathan Cops is here. Roberta, it's not magic. Thanks so much, everybody, for coming out. And Jamie Marie Crafts, Steve from Harnell Media, VJ's Crochet, Jessica SMC, Suzanne, and Nana Mama Cat, Michelle J. Hello to all of you. I am going to be putting up a little ticker here so that you guys know that the live today is not my typical live. This is not a fundraiser. I'm just here to bring awareness to World Cancer Day, and then maybe talk about some things that we can do to celebrate. And I would like to start out with a quote about strength. So, true inner strength is found in the calm presence of the mind, weathering life's storms with unwavering grace and resilience. All right, so thanks so much. I have a strong belief in how our resilience can bring us through life's most challenging moments. And I am going to be having a guest up here with me today, and I will be bringing her up in just a minute. And but I wanted to, again, kind of call your attention to the ticker across the bottom. My normal Nightbot commands will not be active during this live, so unfortunately you won't be able to do your weather, you won't be able to drop your channels. You also, I think I disabled so that you can't do super chats or super stickers during this time, because as I mentioned, this is not a fundraiser, but it's just a time for us to come together and share some information, maybe share some stories, and to say, hey, how can we make a difference in the lives around us, in the lives of the world. And so this live is especially, this live is even happening because of my dear friend Nisi from Freehandly Made. Now, she was talking about this a couple weeks ago on her Saturday porch chat about how World Cancer Day was coming up on February 4th and that she wanted to do a special live. At that time, her father had already been diagnosed with terminal cancer, and she wanted to do this live in his honor, as well as the honor of those survivors and those that are living with some type of cancer. And so this topic is incredibly important to her. I reached out and let her know that I would be interested to help plan and help in any way that I could. And then, unfortunately and sadly, her father did pass away a little about a week ago. And so she contacted me right away and asked if I would be able to take on this this event. And I, of course, accepted. And so anyway, this live is happening because of her. And so I wanted to say, kind of answer what World Cancer Day is. And there in the in the chat, you will probably see some Nightbot dropping links about World Cancer Day. And essentially, World Cancer Day is a leading international awareness day, and it takes place on February 4th every year globally. This is an initiative that was led by the Union for International Cancer Control. And it raises worldwide awareness to improve education and catalyzing personal, collective, and government action. I will be, their link for that page will be dropping periodically throughout the live every few minutes so that you can go over and check it out. They have a lot of resources there. And so, yeah, let me see. Wow, there's a whole lot of comments, and I want to thank you. I'm going to try to scroll down. I want to bring my guest up because she's probably getting cold in the basement and introduce you to her. And I'm sure all of you know her. But, okay, people are saying hello. Hello, Robin. And there is Nisi. Nisi says, Mara, we are still on the road, and I hope that you are continuing to have a safe drive and that you get in safely. If you haven't already, Nisi, please give us an update about how many more hours you have before you're going to make it home. We've got Mominator Judy. Hello. She says, hey, everyone. And Sally Stevens. Sally Stevens says, we all know someone with cancer and survivors. Yes. And Diana D, hello. Nisi says, the hubby's behind the wheel. My signal may go in and out. That is perfectly understandable. Angela Wright says, hi, Mara and everyone in the chat. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine. Drinking water, still working on my cowl. Okay, and hi, Dawn Yarndall. Thanks for being here. Now, Nightbot says, thanks for coming to support World Cancer Day. If you or someone you know needs prayers, please let us know in the chat. Huga Homestead, hello. Strength to all my fellow cancer warriors. I changed my name from Judy Lowe Bostick to Mominator Judy. Gotcha. Good to see you, Judy. Okay. And there's Lydia. Mandy Longvine. Okay, and as I was mentioning, here is the official World Cancer Day website. You can click, make sure to save it, and then come on back over. Okay. And Huga Homestead says, if you are dealing with the big C, please accept my hug and support. You can and will do it. I love that. I love that positivity. Certainly, positive attitude is our first step in getting through something like this. So I am going to go ahead and bring up my guest, Ms. C, and please welcome her in with some nice hellos and maybe some bunnies in the chat. Hello, Ms. C. Now, are you still muted? We were having some issues before the live with some echoing, but I'm gonna try not to talk when she's talking, and then hopefully we won't get too much of an echo.
Okay, thank you for having me in, Mara. I really feel honored today to be part of Nisi's event, and thank you for asking me up.
It's truly a pleasure to have you here. Yeah. Now, Ms. C has graciously agreed to share her story with us. And, you know, again, I'm not going to focus too much on the chat, but we can give her some time to kind of share her story. And then we will go on from there. So you can go ahead at any time, and I'll go ahead and mute myself too.
Okay. last August, I kind of dropped out and fell into a big hole. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had found a lump on the right breast and went in, and they said, "Well, when was your last mammogram?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm, in my 70s. I don't do mammograms anymore." And they say, "Not good. So let's get a mammogram and we'll find out what's going on." So I had one, and there was nothing wrong with the right breast, but they did discover some calcification in the left breast. And so my doctor has a great team. And what they decided to do was to go in and do, um, I've forgotten what's not reconstruction. Anyway, they went in, and it was really, I can't say it was fun, but it was really interesting to watch how they pinpointed the area that they were going to take out of my breast. And they actually put like a fish hook down in there. And the fish hook, the bottom of it was as low as they could go. And then the hook part, or the base part, was as far over as they were going to go. So the technology is so awesome. Anyway, they went in and removed that, and then of course took it to the lab. It was not cancer, but it was precancerous calcifications. And my doctor suggested that we go ahead and remove them so that I wouldn't have any future problems. And because he knows more about it than I did, I agreed. So when they went in a couple weeks later, they not only removed that area, but they took 2 lymph nodes out from underneath my left arm just to make sure that nothing had traveled. And everything came back clear. They did recommend that I do radiation. I had 21 days of radiation therapy. And um, now, when they send you home, they send you with a regime, and they say, "Here's what happened, here's what's happening, and here's what's going to happen. Be prepared for these things." And the things that he did prepare me for, to look out for, are occurring. It's all in the healing process. My cancer was not estrogen based, so that's a plus. I don't have to worry about it showing up anywhere else. The other thing I wanted to share with you is kind of on a funny note. Because they had to radiate both breasts, the left one got more, and they said because of the lymph nodes also, that lymph system is going to have to remesh so that it will work right, and you will feel some discomfort. But when you feel that discomfort, just massage that area, and that helps regrow the lymph system and alleviate some of the uncomfortableness. But I have to tell you, you can't do it when you're walking across the parking lot going to Hobby Lobby, because people look at you. But I am thankful that I have been blessed with good health my whole life, and that this setback was basically a minor setback compared to others. My husband passed away from tonsil cancer um, about 15 years ago. So I've dealt with it on both sides, and I got the better deal, although he's in heaven. And I know that because when the hospital called me and told me to come, I went. And of course, he was gone. And I went out to my car and I sat there, and the sun was just coming up in the front window. And the verse that came to me was, "Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." And I said, "Yeah, right, God. You give me one thing to rejoice in, and I will." And God said, "I will give you 3. He doesn't hurt anymore. He's not afraid of anything. And he's here with me. Now, I don't know about you, but not too many people get that assurance that the one that you love and is now gone is with God. But I
Mm-hmm.
just looked at God and I said, okay, in that I can rejoice. So
Oh,
I have been blessed in many ways. Now I'm going to turn the mic back over to Mara. Thank you for having me up, and I love you guys.
love you too. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Misty. I really do appreciate it. I was kind of curious. So, I recently, had my brother was diagnosed with like cancer, like in his throat somewhere, and he went through radiation treatments, and I think he had to have like 25 radiation treatments, and now he should be. This happened back in November, and I'm hoping that all is going well for him so far. Post that, he was talking to me about some of the effects from radiation, and I'm wondering, I mean, if you can describe that process just a little bit about what that was like, or what your understanding of it for.
Yes, I can. When I had my radiation, um, you I had to hold my hands above my arms above my head, and they had two bars back there for me to hold on to. And then I turned my head to the side so that my chin would be out of the way of the radiation while they did both breaths. And there's no pain involved in the radiation. You don't feel it necessarily. And it only takes maybe 15 minutes. And afterwards, you get dressed and you go home. The part about radiation for me was the fatigue. It just saps your strength. And you come home and you think, okay, that's over with. I'm going to get my hook out. I'm going to start crocheting. And right away, your brain says, no, you need a nap. And a couple times, well, several days, I took a couple naps because it just saps your strength.
Mm-hmm.
My Tom had a tumor on his tonsil, and they did radiation on that and shrunk the tumor up. But they could not do surgery because the tumor was up against the jugular. You have two carotids and one jugular. It had invaded the carotid and it was up against the jugular. And the doctor said, I am not efficient enough to remove that tumor because if I nick the jugular, it's all over.
Oh yeah.
So they did not remove the tumor. And he was good for 6 years. But then at the end of 6 years, it came back. And so he did have to go to chemotherapy. And it was the chemotherapy that did him in. A lot of things happen to you when you take chemotherapy, which is actually a poisonous cocktail that they give you just this short of killing you, hoping that it will kill all the cancer cells, which are fast growing, and leave your good cells alone. And one of the side effects of that was just devastating to him, and he didn't make it through. But
Wow.
we did have 6 good years. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But with radiation, it's mainly the fatigue. But I will tell you this: if you have a good team of doctors and you follow their directions and you do what they say to do, and you don't do what they tell you not to do, um, and things happen and you have a freedom to call them back and say, this is going on, what and they'll say, well, remember, we told you that this might happen. And as long as you've got that open line of communication, you can pretty much put up with anything. But with the radiation, it's mainly the fatigue.
Yeah.
Did I answer your question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, while you were talking and mentioning the tonsils, oh, yeah, there we go. I was remembering so it was like my brother had his adenoids out, and that's where they found the cancer. And then they went ahead and did radiation. And he was saying that they told him, like it might be hard to swallow because of the area where he had it, and that it would feel like maybe a sunburn, so that you wouldn't necessarily have pain, but that you might feel like you had a sunburn on that area. So anyway. Yeah, so I know some people have made some comments as we've been going along, and Huga Homestead said, I went in for a double and didn't get a tall drink with an umbrella as a double. Please be clear, LOL. Yes, no, humor does help. I agree with you. So VJ asked Ms. C, was it needle localization? And
Was it what?
She said needle localization.
No, because they had to take the lymph nodes out. I had anesthesia. But I did want to tell you that I did get a sunburn, and things are darker. It's the first suntan I've ever had in my whole life, because I'm Scottish and I don't get a suntan. But with Tom, they were able to pinpoint the radiation, but in doing that, he lost teeth on that side. He lost his beard. His throat got really burned and swollen, and he did have to have a special, I suppose it would be like milk of magnesia with a little bit of lidocaine in it, or what's the stuff that you spray in for a sore throat?
Chloroseptic.
Chloroseptic, yeah, and that kind of soothed his throat. So his was different than mine, because mine was on the outside and his was.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. It did swell, which, because of the disruption of the lymph system, it, my left breast did swell some. I didn't have any trouble with my arm swelling. Sometimes when they remove a lymph node, that will happen, but I didn't have any problems with that. So, okay.
Yes, thank you so much. Hi to Granny D, and Demetra. Huga Homestead says, I had a lumpectomy, then mastectomy and radiation. Also had a thyroidectomy and radiation twice, 3 surgeries, then radioactive iodine. So 4 times cancer survivor. Oh my gosh, if you are not a testament to strength, perseverance, and resilience, and I don't know who is. And thank you so much for sharing that. And Granny D says, fab news, Miss C, about it not spreading. Haha, ah. Go ahead and massage wherever you want. So she's laughing about how you were saying you can't do that in the the parking lot as you're walking into the store. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They can just look at you as funny as they want. Paula says, I lost my mom and mother-in-law from lung cancer. And my mother-in-law didn't smoke. She got it from wood stove smoke. That's interesting. Robin says, my cousin Kevin is dealing with colon cancer. Yes, my father-in-law was 85, but he passed away from colon cancer as well. Colon cancer runs in my side of the family, and I lost my dad to esophageal cancer. He had been a smoker off and on for, most of his adult life. Hello, Chandler. And Zach says, hi, Mara and Ms. C and the chat. I can't stay. I'm about to leave for work. Well, I know that was a while ago, Zach, so I hope you have a good day at work, and we will see you later. Yeah, so Nahuga Homestead says, the breast radiation, 2 different rounds wasn't too bad. The throat was burning. The 3rd round on the throat did me in. The dose was too high, and I slept on the bathroom floor. Fatigue was huge. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So the theme that I didn't really go too much into, and it's been dropping in, Nightbot, you may have read, is that it is close the care gap. And this campaign aims to remove inequities in care for all peoples around the world. And the World Cancer Day group, they encourage people to reach out to their local politicians to try to make a change in care for people, regardless of their race, religion, and where they live in the world. And as if you look around, you can see that in the world there are some huge disparities on the availability of care. And so, this day is also about getting that information out there. And so again, I'm going to kind of hope that you guys will go check out that World Cancer Day site and just find out how you might be able to make a difference. One of the things that I wanted to do was to kind of share, something that you might be able to do with your crochet. And one of the ideas that I came across, and especially with this being February, is that you can make some little crochet hearts. I was looking and saw on Etsy, I was kind of just looking up, like awareness ribbons actually, but one of the things that came up was these pocket hugs. And on Etsy, there is a shop called the Crochet Guru Shop. And that person has these little hearts, and they're put onto like a little, like a note card. I have like just a little card. So anyway, you would put it something like this on a note card, and then there could be like a little handwritten message or a printed message that had like a cute little poem or something about a pocket hug, and using this as a reminder of strength. What I was thinking is that people could make a bunch of these and and give them out. And you can and as you guys may know, that like awareness ribbons come in a variety of colors. And I think I put it in the description box of this video, and I will share their website. But the Meals on Wheels has a, hold on a second, I got to share my screen. There we go. But the Meals on Wheels has a great page that shows the colors of the ribbon, and it tells you that each ribbon, or like each month, what the celebration is for. I'm going to find it here just a second. I have quite a few tabs up. So here we go. Nope, that's not that. Here we go. The Best Cancer Awareness Ribbon Guide is on the Meals on Wheels site. And again, the link for that is in my description box. But it shows, in January, so cancer awareness ribbons. January, there's cervical cancer. And I won't go through all of these, but just to kind of give you a general idea. In February, it's National Cancer Prevention Month, as well as World Cancer Day. And those ribbons are purple or lavender. And then there's gallbladder, bile duct, etc. And then you can see in March, there's the different ribbons representing like multiple myeloma awareness. Kidney cancer awareness is orange. Colorectal cancers are blue, etc. And so I was thinking with these little hearts that you could make them, in the color of your choice, that goes along with the cancer that may be representative for what touches how you've been affected, or how someone has been affected. So I made a bunch of these little hearts, And I do have a, let's see where we're at. Okay, we got about 29 minutes left. And I do, of course, want to respect your time, Missy. I know that you were already on live. We were making some sun bunnies with you. And I would love to have you hang out. You can stay here. You know, we will be done, you know, in about 29 minutes. But at whatever time you want to hang out here, if you want to make a heart, you're more than welcome. I am going to bring up, I found a free Ravelry pattern for these hearts. Okay, I'm not sure if you were, okay. And I was going to pull that up on the screen. If anybody wanted to make one of these, I will share my camera and make one real quick with you. I made about a dozen. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was looking for the one that I had made. Oh, here it is underneath. I think it was Sanita or Jeannie or someone. I don't remember now, but it's all like a granny square, but it's like a coaster. But I
that's a big
really
size.
like it.
I think these are about an inch and a half.
I was not aware that there were that many colors of ribbons for the different cancers. I know that Nisi had talked about it before, but it was just confusing to me because all I knew about was the pink one for breast cancer.
Right.
And I wasn't aware of all the other ones. So I'm really thankful that you put that up on the screen for us.
There's about like 43 different ribbon colors or combination of colors.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm going to get busy crocheting.
Excellent. So I'm going to share the pattern that I found for this heart. Just 1 second. And it'll probably cover both of our pictures. But here it is here. Oh, okay. Moved us over to the side. All right. So if anybody wants to make one of these, I won't be able to show my camera, but I will read out the directions as I go for you guys. And so this way you see the whole thing. They take maybe 5 minutes, and I will try to do it so that I am talking and making it and that we don't use up the whole time. There's a couple other patterns that I want to share with you. And before we end our time here, but you'll start with a magic ring and then you're going to chain 4. Okay, so magic ring, chain 4. Now, if you're not doing this right now, but you want to come back to it, that's fine. You can just kind of follow along. I am making a purple one. Magic ring, chain 4, and then you're going to do a treble crochet into that magic circle, followed by 2 more treble crochet. So the chain 4 counts as a treble, and then you're going to make a total of 3 more treble crochets. So you yarn over twice, go in, pull up a loop. Okay. Yarn over, pull through 2, 3 times. And then you have your treble crochet. So I have my 4 treble crochets, including that chain 4, and now I'm going to do 3 double crochet. I believe most of you probably know how to do double crochet, but you can click on various tutorials if you don't. But feel free to take a screenshot of this. I will tell you that this is, again, a free Ravelry pattern that I just kind of copied and pasted, and I will link that Ravelry free heart pattern in my description box and give credit to the person who did create it. Okay. So that I'll do that after the live. All right. Then after you do your 3 double crochets, you're going to chain 1 and do another treble, and that creates the little bottom point of your heart. Okay. Then you're going to chain 1 again and repeat everything in reverse. You'll do 3 double crochets, Oh, and in fact, if you are one of the members of my channel and you came to my members only live yesterday, I believe I did make these in there. Boy, I tell you, a lifetime has already happened since yesterday. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. Okay, so 3 more double crochets, then 3 more treble crochets, okay. Going to kind of tighten my magic ring a little bit as I get close to the end here. Okay, so I did 3 more treble crochets, and then to end it off, you'll do chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to just slip stitch to that magic ring. And I usually will do like a chain 1 to give it a little bit of a knot, and I will finish it off. Okay, let me clip my yarn. Okay, and then tighten up your magic ring by pulling that. And I'm going to go ahead and take this off for a second. But anyway, so this is what the little heart, sorry, it's folded over there, how it looks. So very simple. I won't make another one just in the interest of time, but there is the little hearts. So if you go over to, the Crochet Guru shop to look at the little card, I mean, I certainly don't want to remove anybody's source of income, but he does kind of show a little poem. Oh, how cute. Miss C just finished a nice, cute little pink one. Go ahead.
Okay, I need to pop off of here because we just got a tornado alert. So I'm going to go head for the safe room. And
Okay.
Thanks for having me up, and I'll see you later. Bye,
Thank you so
all.
much, Miss C. You are a true blessing, and your story is a gift to us, to all, to share in that with you. Thank you. Love you. All right, so anyway, hopefully you guys were able to follow along, but let me tell you while we're here the name of, let's see, sorry, I don't have it up because I have a different awareness ribbon pattern up right now, but I will, give credit in my description box to the person whose pattern I used for these hearts. Okay. All right. And another thing I wanted to share that I found when I was out there was a great awareness ribbon scarf. And this scarf, I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure she designed it, but it is on Nastasia Donna Wolf's site. And she has on her nastasia.com webpage, she has this pattern available for free, and she has a video tutorial on YouTube as well. And then I believe I saw it on Ravelry, so you can also find it on Ravelry. And maybe if there is a moderator who has time to find the Ravelry link or the Nastasia video, and you want to put that in the chat, that's great. I did link her page, I believe, in my description box, but if not, I'm going to make sure that all the links are there. But this is a really cute awareness ribbon scarf. Now I've only gotten the first, handful of rows done. And it's a pretty simple pattern. It's very cute. And I used a Kobu yarn, Okay, in the color pink. This is a 3-weight yarn, so I used a G hook, 4mm hook, and it's created by doing a series of, you have one row of double crochets, and then you do a chain 15 and skip a couple stitches, and then slip stitch that to the top of a double crochet from the previous row. And then when you come back, then when you come back, you will twist the stitch and do a few single crochets, and that's what keeps them in the twist. And so I thought that this was good. Now, Donna Wolf describes in her video that you do like half of the scarf, and then you do a second half of the scarf, and then you'll stitch them together at the top so that when you wear it around your neck, the ribbons will be all facing in the upright position. So anyway, I hope that you all go check out that. And if you make one, let me know and tell me what you think of it. But I really thought that this was a great pattern that you could make to give to somebody or to wear in honor of someone. All right, and then the final item that I wanted to do was to show you all how to make an awareness ribbon. And I found a great pattern also on Ravelry, and it was by Leslie Stahlhut. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a blurry moment on my vision. Stahlhut, Stahlhut, and it's for it was published in Crochet Bug, and so, or maybe that's who put it into Ravelry, and then this was published in Crochet Bug, and there is a website. So when I clicked on the free, because it says it's available as a free pattern, it did take me to the Crochet Bug website. And let me see, I will pull that. Do I still have it up? No, I don't. Let me just click on it again. Available for free. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did actually have it up. All right. And there, so that says a free crochet tutorial for a cancer awareness ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and copy this link and put it into the chat for you guys. Okay. And let me take a moment to thank you all for being here again today. I do really appreciate you being here and for taking the time to come and to hear Ms. C's story and to just be part of the conversation. All right, so I'm going to kind of scroll down. Yeah. Sandra Carlton said a while ago that chemo is a blessing and a curse. And Joseph Moore is saying hi to everyone. That was a while ago. Fair Brick Studio came in. Thanks for coming, friends. And I'm just going to kind of scroll down, see if fatigue, I think, makes it hard not to get depressed. Oh, right, because then you're sleeping and then you're not going to be depressed. So give me a thumbs up. Is everything okay with your warning, Miss C? I see that you're still down there. Okay, good. She gave me a thumbs up. Everything's all good. Okay. And let's see. There's Sparkly Pat and Liz Sanabria, Little Lego. Hello. And yeah, for those people that came in kind of late, this is not my typical live. This is, this live is all about cancer, World Cancer Day, and just sort of honoring that day and coming up with a few ideas for how you might be able to make a difference in your little area of the world. Sandra Carlton said, Mara, if you use StreamYard in a browser other than Google, it eliminates the echo. Oh, like instead of Google Chrome. Well, good to know. I can't make that change now, but I'll try to remember that for next time. And let's see. All right. Maritza, Susan Burke. Hello to everybody. And Nisi says, my dad got a blood clot that was caused by his chemo, and that's what caused his death. The clot developed in his lung. Yeah. Yeah, like Ms. C was saying, you know, it's a chemo can be, you know, it can be so devastating, but then it can also save your life. And for some people, you know, it doesn't work to, you know, at least I just don't even know what to say. You know, it's so hard because you're hoping for it to prolong your life, but in some cases your body just can't handle it. Little Lego says, my uncle passed away from pancreatic cancer in January of 2020. Everyone is expressing their condolences to Nisi. Susan says, I lost my sister to ovarian cancer, my mother to lung cancer, and my dad from skin cancer. Yeah. Maritza says, I'm a 7-year breast cancer survivor. Well, congratulations. And I am so glad to hear that. And I hope that continues to be the case. My mother-in-law, she had breast cancer, I believe twice. And then she lived for like another 25 or 30 years after that. So yeah, she had it pretty young and then lived for quite a while, you know, well, I think in her early 50s, and then, you know, lived for another 2.5, 3 decades after that. Yeah. Breast cancer can be embarrassing. I joked that I showed them to everyone, like at Mardi Gras, minus the beads. Everyone visiting me brought me beads, and a jar of beads represented the love I got. Oh my gosh, that, again, what a positive way to, you know, experience something like that. And it's like that strength that I talked about and that resilience that I talked about at the beginning. I think it is so very important. And I know that there are going to be times when you might get down, but whenever you can rely on your community, please do, you know, show your community, or like let your community give you that strength and hold you up too and build you up. All right. Cindy Lulu's Treasure Trove is here, so welcome. And she says blanket hellos to everyone. I am going to get back to that. I know I'm missing comments and everything, but it's, you know, in order to get through all this that I want to in such a short period of time, we've got about 12 minutes left. I want to, you know, catch as many comments as I can. And then Lego says, actually, I think my uncle was prostate cancer. I get both of those confused. Yeah. Well, they're not too far from each other, but they're a little ways away. Pancreatic cancer is more up in your stomach area. Prostate's a little further down. Okay. And hello, Dawn Aaron. Thanks so much for coming. I appreciate it. and people are just greeting each other. And I do appreciate that. You guys communicating, sharing your stories, your information in there. And you're just one more reminder that as Nightbot drops this, you can feel free to go over to the World Cancer Day website and check it out. You know, they do have a lot of different kinds of social media. And so there were lives that were taking place and events that were taking place all around the world in the last like 24 hours. And so feel free to even check out their I linked their channel here in the description box, I believe. And so you can go over there and listen to the lives and listen to various speakers from Switzerland to, you know, other places around the world. Okay. And Hookah Homestead said, on Halloween, I dressed as Superwoman at work and wore that suit after work to my treatment. LOL. There you go. There you go. I love it. That's right. You are Superwoman and you have the strength, right? You have the strength of 10 superwomen. Okay. Right. And Tank says purple covers all survivors. Okay, so I know I'm way, way, way behind, but I'm just going to keep scrolling down. I may have to skip over some comments. And yes, you're welcome for doing this. And I hope that this tradition can continue on, and that I'm sure, like, as Nisi can, that she will probably want to continue doing something like this. I would like to see this type of event grow where we could, you know, get started a little bit earlier and figure out how we can make a difference. So I am going to unfortunately skip down over a lot, and I'm so sorry if there's anything that you feel like you need to say that I'm passing over. I know that I'm skipping a lot, and anyway, so, but I want to get to these awareness ribbons so that you guys will have a chance to get them or to make them. As I said, it's from the Crochet Bug, and I put the link. I don't even know where it is in the chat because there's like a ton of messages that I missed in like 30 minutes. But oh, hello to Sandrine. Thanks for being here. And anyway, so Missy says, Michi, there is a blood test that you can get that may tell you if you carry the cancer gene. Right. I know I saw a comment from Michi about not knowing what type of cancer they were fighting and things like that. And so I am sorry for those stories. And I sure hope that you all have had an opportunity to read some of the chat. And I'm going to do my best to go back and read through this. Now, this, of course, is going to be available for people to watch on replay. And so I hope that you do. And I hope that you will leave comments in the comments of the replay. Anything you would like to say, anything, a story you want to share, or, just any kind of message that you want to leave in there. And I will do my best to get back to those. Okay. All right, so hello to Vicky Oodles and Crafty Annie, and for all that are here still. Okay, so I made up like 4 of these last night in various colors. Here are the little awareness ribbons. So I'll show you like when we're done making them. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. They kind of fold around. There's a little chain 2 space. And then you just feed the one end from the back to the front so that it can be in the ribbon shape. Okay, I haven't weaved in any ends yet, but I made a kidney cancer one in orange. One of my coworkers is a kidney cancer survivor. And one day last school year, we went like orange. Everybody was wearing orange when she came back to work after treatment. Okay, and here is the world cancer or cancer survivors color, a nice lavender. And then I also made blue. All right, so I am going to share the pattern for the awareness ribbon. And I think I can have it fill the whole screen. You'll just hear my voice kind of read. Well, I'll go ahead and leave it like this. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm going to grab a different color than I've used so far. I'm just going to grab green, and I'm grabbing my H hook again. Okay, and so we've got about 6 minutes. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. And now at the end of this live, it will automatically redirect everybody over to Granny D's live. And so you won't have to really do anything except hang out, and YouTube will put you on the bus and take you all over. Okay. All right. So we're going to chain 24. Okay, 22. Okay, 24. All right. And so once you have your 24 chains, you're going to kind of flip your chain over, and you're going to be going into the back bump of each of the chains across. Okay. And that will create a nice finished edge on both sides of your work. Okay. So you're going to go and do a half double crochet into the back bump of the second chain from the hook. Okay. Pull up a loop, finish your half double crochet, and then you're going to do 7 more half double crochets into the back bumps. Oh my, I should have chained a little bit more loosely. I could always just read it out to you all. Okay. But anyway, so 7 more double crochets. And Michi says, I took a screenshot, Mara. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. Again, this is, I kind of did it like this, but the link to the crochetsbug.com is there. And I encourage you all to go over and show a little love to the person who designed this. Okay. So you'll have a total of 8 half double crochets. Okay. Then after we get those first 8, then we're going to put 2 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I need 2 more. Then we're going to put 2 half double crochets into each of the chains. for 7 chains, and that'll be a total of 14 more. Okay, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so after 8, then you're going to do 2 in each back bump. So at that point, you'll have 22 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, boy. My chain's a little tight, so I'm having trouble getting into it. Maybe I should have used this. This yarn seems to be a little bit thicker than the yarn that I was using last night. So maybe I should have used a bigger hook. Really tight. Anyway, I'm going to kind of stop at that point just because I'm having trouble, but I'll read it out to you. So you're going to do 2 half double crochet in each of the next 7 chains, and then you'll have a total of 22 half double crochet. Okay. Then you will do in the next chain 1 more half double crochet, and then you'll have a total of 23 half double crochets. After that, you will do a chain 2 and then skip 2 of the chains. And then do another half double crochet after into the next chain after the 2 that you skipped, okay? That should leave you with 4 more chains, and you will do 4 half double crochets until you get to the end of your, till you get to that last chain. Okay. Then you're going to chain 1 and slip stitch to that beginning part. I know we're a little bit over time. So when you get down to the end, you'll do a half double crochet in each of the last stitches. Chain 1 and slip stitch, and then you'll feed your one end from the back to the front. Okay, I'm going to take this down for now. You'll put it through, and so that you end up like this. So I know that it was a very fast hour, and I hope that you all learned something, that you were able to share some of your story, or, you know, that you were able to get something from this day, and that maybe you have a call to action now to make up some of these hearts or make up some of these awareness ribbons, and go out there and make a difference. I want to thank you all for joining me today. Tonight, I will still have my weekend wind up. If you guys come over to that, that's at 7 p.m. Pacific time. If you guys come in, I'm going to try to keep that. I am going to start it at 7 p.m. Right now, I think it's scheduled for 6:45, but I'm going to do a short live tonight again. But I would love to hear if you made some hearts or if you made some awareness ribbons, and you can tell me that in the chat later on tonight after Michi's live. But I'm going to let you guys all go over to Granny D's, and I want to continue to wish Nisi safe travels, and I hope that you will all take care and be kind. I love you guys. Bye.